We've got a nice little picker there. Got a lot of fine gold up the back there. And all up through here. And that is only out of 1 pan's worth of material. I've still got basically a full bucket to go through yet. Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen? How yous all doing? Today we have come out to an undisclosed location down here in Victoria, wink wink, and we are going to do a bit of prospecting around this particular area. Now what we are on the hunt for today is iron-rich quartz. Now I have already been here for about 20 minutes. I've walked around, gathered a couple of little fist-sized samples, and I got some nice gold out of it. So what we'll do, we'll take our bucket and our hammer, we will head on up the side of this hill, and we will just scour the ground for heavily mineralized chunks of quartz. Like this right here. So we'll throw that in the bucket there. Now, on the side of this hill, you can see there is a little bit of a mound over here, and we've got a lot of sort of nice looking chunks of quartz, like very mineralized bits of quartz in amongst it. Now, I am not going to lie to yous, it is as cold can be today. That looks somewhat alright. And yeah, what we're going to do is just walk around looking for very iron-rich chunks of quartz just sitting on the surface. And once we get those into our bucket, we can then go ahead, run it through our mini portable impact mill from Eden Engineering and see what sort of gold we can get out of it. Now, probably would be worth taking a bucket load of this not so iron-rich material home, but from past samples, we have not done very well out of it. This is the material we do exceptionally well out of. Very iron-rich, very quartzy, and that's where our gold is being deposited. What's that? See, that is just an alteration zone, that. Where did I find better stuff? It was up here somewheres. Where did I get me good sample from? That looks alright. See all the rust in there? If there's rust, there could be gold. Oh, that's a nice piece. That is exactly what we are looking for. That kind of material there. See how it's very reddy, orangey looking? What have we got in here? Yeah, that looks alright. But from past experiences with this particular spot, it is the very iron-rich quartz that holds the best gold. As you can see, I have gone through, I've crushed samples of this alteration zone. This is basically where the contact zone is, and there's basically nothing in this material. But there might be something in that. We'll take that. Okay, we'll go up to the good spot in a second. In a moment. I'll do that one. What I am more or less doing at this point with my samples is just walking around, grabbing all the good looking quartz that I can just see sitting on the surface. I will go ahead and I will mark out these particular areas where I'm getting the most iron rich quartz, and that will give me an indication on where the old mine shafts used to be in this particular area. And hopefully in the future we could possibly tap in to the original vein that's producing all this gold and hopefully retire early. What we got here is a bucket. Then we got some nice granodiorite bedrock that's fractured up. And what we are looking for is, see this stuff? That's your alteration zone. And this is your bedrock area just here. So that would mean within this particular area could be a prime spot to sink a test hole. Look at that juicy stuff. That is going to be loaded with gold. I can promise you that one. It's just like walking around picking money up off the ground. Look at that. That'll have gold in it, most definitely. Starting to get an eye for this gold rich material. Oh, there's another bit. Ugh. Throw that in the bucket. That's our sample so far. It's not much. What I'm going to do is try and fill this 20-litre bucket. And then once we've got that bucket full, I will spend a bit of time just crushing it up and running it through my classifier, getting it down to impact mill size, and then we'll get to firing up the machine and running a bit of a bulk sample. Oh, what's this? Is that quartz? Nope. Yeah, so it kind of thins out the more we go to the left. It kind of just gets into this barren looking worthless quartz. But if we come back over near the bucket, oh, what's that? Alteration zone. Yeah, if we come back over near the bucket before it starts raining, we can go over this mound and we'll find much better samples. There we go. Our first bits of visible gold. I don't know how well you will see it on camera, but there's some gold in that. You see the gold in it? That is a juicy piece. And that piece of quartz isn't really mineralized. I'll take that home as a specie. There is a lot of gold in that. A lot of gold, Sancho, if you're watching the video. Found another piece with visible gold showing out of it right there. So I'll leave that one in my pocket and we will keep going around. I think I've pretty well honed in on where the good stuff is. There is just quartz everywhere up here and it is very, very juicy looking. Yeah, look at the juiciness. Look at it. We're gonna have a full bucket in no time now. Ooh, that's good too. Gone ahead, we've just crushed this amount of material down. For now, we'll process this, pan it out, see what we're looking at. Then we'll head on home. I will crush all the other material up once we're back at home. And at the very end of this video, I will just tally all the gold together and give you a good gander at it. I tell you what though, crushing this rock by hand, just to get it to a size that will fit into this impact mill, definitely wears you out. field crusher. That's what she puts out. Beautiful powder. All right, as you can see, the rain is starting to set in, so I will empty all this into my pan and find a puddle and go pan her on out. All right, and that's all the oversized stuff I've still got to process through, but I'm going to do that at a later date once it isn't so miserable. So let's find a puddle. We will pan out our crushed material and see what we get out of it. Give her a bit of a bump. We are going to have to pan this out very slowly because the gold is very fine and it may float on out. Oh, this is lovely. The rain could not have started at a better time, I think. Oh yeah, that's loaded with gold. We've got a nice little picker there. Got a lot of fine gold up the back there and all up through here. And that is only out of 1 pan's worth of material. I've still got basically a full bucket to go through yet, but I just wanted to show you on site the gold that is coming out of this quartz. Once I'm back at home, I'm going to crush that entire bucket up. I'm going to process everything, and then I will show you a photo of all that gold tallied up at the very end of this video. So what we shall do is pack up, love yous and leave yous, and I will see yous in the next video.